don't know if it will be live for a few seconds.
I don't see the YouTube announcement yet.
Yeah, it'll take a few seconds for it to trickle down.
Well, we can't have that. We're impatient.
Well, I can't help you.
There we go.
So, welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ, season 6. Do you realize that I and most of these people who are with me have been here for 6 years doing this? Yeah, 6 years. So, episode 6, season 1. I thought today, I said, the longest running live woodworking show on YouTube and the best. So I think that much about it. And, you know, I don't think there's anybody out there that can say that they've done something continuously for 6 years in a row like we have done. So I realize in some way, shape, or form that, you know, we don't have as many people coming on the show, but you have to look at when you're doing, you know, 40, 50 shows a year, and you've been doing it, let's just say 50 shows a year for 5 years, because we're just now getting into 2020. 50 shows a year, that's 250 woodworkers that we could have had on the show. You start running into the point where, you know, you're running out of people to invite. So I would love to have any of you out there. You know, here, I'm going to go how to do this spotlight video. Oh, I'd love to have any of you out there that are wanting to be on the show. Just PM me on Facebook or send it to Russ at simplywoodencreations.com. And I'd be more than happy to entertain you being on the show as a woodworker, and we'll highlight your YouTube channel and let you talk about anything you want to. So within reason, that is. But anyway, thank you for being here tonight. 6 years. It just blows my mind away that we've been here for 6 years. You know, it just blows my mind away. But we really haven't have a show tonight planned. It's just the New Year's show, breaking everything into the new year. I don't have a script. We're gonna wing it, and whatever. If you have questions, matter of fact, I need to go over here and open up YouTube.
Hey, John Schaffner's out there.
John, why ain't you in the chat? I mean, in the panel. You know, you're more than welcome to join us. Hey, this thing will take up a whole bunch of people. And since I'm doing this, we'll go back to Aussie Man's here. And hey, I would like to take this time out to say something about Australia. Australia is going through a struggle right now with the wildfire. I saw some picture today that actually broke my heart of some of the devastation of not only the Australian forests and stuff, but of animals, just thousands upon thousands of animals that are dying in this fire. So, say a little prayer for Australia, because they're going through it right now. These wildfires are just ravaging their country. And I can't even imagine. I saw a koala bear hanging in a tree. It's like he gripped the tree to hold on to it and was just stuck there.
Aussie Man says the fire is about 200 yards from him.
Wow, really? Wow. My grandson, Gage Knowles, is out there in the chat. Hey, Gage. Gage goes, hi, Papa. So Michelle Marcoux, James Parker's out there. T-Mac, hello, T-Mac. CJC122365. Howdy from PA, Pennsylvania. Ken McCrory. John Schaffner. I'm here in spirit. Well, John, get out of your spirit mode and come into the realm of realistic and get your butt in here. So,
Did you say Jimbo?
Gage says, Gage goes, sup? In other words, what's up? Michelle Marcoux, bonjour. Ow.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, ow. Wait,
Bonsoir.
is there not a bonjour, Russ? And don't forget, Josh Grover just popped in. And don't forget to, if you wouldn't be so kind, to give me a thumbs up while you're watching. So I'd appreciate that very much. Now let me go back and change into the, how do you change this? Gallery view. There it is. I haven't gotten, so, you know, when you use Google Chrome or Google Hangouts for all those years, it takes a while to get back used to using the new software. So, but anyway, but yeah, say a prayer for Australia. It's devastating. I saw that some of this. Actually, I logged on. I went to a news thing about that, and after the third picture, I clicked off of it. Couldn't watch it anymore. I was like, you know, just that's terrible. What's going on over there?
I saw a photograph of above the country and how much smoke was covering the whole country like that. It's a big ass fire.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying that the fire is so large that it's actually changing the climate.
Yes.
And
I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that. Gage Knowles wants to know how y'all are doing. That's my grandson.
Doing great. Doing great.
Yeah. I'm going to have to make sure I tone it down tonight.
Yeah, you got to keep it PG-13
Go back and
This is going
retract.
to be PG-13 tonight, that's for sure.
Another Saturday night, and Russ has got to tone it down.
Yeah. Gage says good. He's doing good.
Good deal.
Okay,
Gage.
so let's go. First off, before I forget it.
Hey, Russ,
Yes,
don't forget it.
I won't. I'm trying not to.
Make a note.
Let's talk about my sponsors. And they are Devobal Technologies for web design, development, hosting. Visit devobal.com. FastCap, innovative products for the professional worker. Go to fastcap.com. Rockler, 60 years in woodworking. Create with confidence. Visit rockler.com. Bearwood Supply Company, your best choice for hard-to-find woodworking supplies. Go to bearwood.com. Klingspor, the sanding specialist. Woodworkingshop.com. And Seiko, the scroll saw specialist. Seiko.com. Scrollnado dust collection for your scroll saw, and you can find them on Amazon. Now that I got that out of the way, and I have just one little thing to say, because several people have asked me this, and I didn't post this because I was so busy during the Christmas and New Year's holidays or whatever, but on the Christmas special, we gave away the FastCap high bot and tape measure and the bench cookies. The FastCap high bot and tape, we had 76 entries.
Wow.
76 people in that contest. And the FastCap high bot and tape measure went to Arnold Davis in Missouri. And the bench cookies went to Mike Walden. Yeah, Mike Walden in Alabama. So those people entered. I tell you, I have people from Ireland, all over in some places in Europe, Australia, New Zealand. Watch the show. So I appreciate you so very much, all of y'all who are out there watching.
That's a pretty fair amount of entries, though. That was a lot.
Did anybody on the panel win anything?
No.
Nope.
Dang it.
Well, when your odds of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, divide, find out what your odds are. 7 and 76.
But you could have a special
1 in 10.
Well, almost 1 in 10.
Precisely 1 in 10.123.
Yeah. See, so
You got to have a special drawing where you pick the name out of the hat just for the panel. New car, or a new toolbox.
Come on down.
well, now if I had a new car, a new toolbox, you know, it's like that'd be different. But
You're gonna.
Well, I think you got a new table, workbench.
I'm going to get a new workbench. Yeah,
Gift
I'll tell
certificate
that.
to
Don't spoil the fun before it gets here. I got to tell that. Let's go into the mode of everybody introduce themselves. And to my left, the lovely Miss Brenda G.
Oh, well, thank you, Russ. You can find me all over the internet as Brenda G's Designs. I'm on Etsy. I'm on Instagram, Teesprings, Makers Media Network, BrendaG'sDesigns.net, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And on my YouTube channel, I do comedy and crafts and a little bit of everything. Tomorrow night, I'm going to have a special live stream at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with CJ the Traveling Man. So you might want to tune in. We're going to see what's going on with him, what he plans for the new year, and introduce everybody to his channel.
Cool. To my right is Mr. I know it's not that same way on y'all's screen over there on YouTube, and everybody's going like, how can the heck can he say it's to your right or to your left? But when I'm looking on my screen, to my right over there is Mr. Paul Corliss.
On my screen, it's not me, but I'll take the chance here. Anyway, I'm Paul Corliss, Paul's Messy Workshop on YouTube, and Paul's Messy Workshop on Instagram, and paulsmessyworkshop.com. And I would like to just say tonight, I haven't seen him out there yet, but my cousin from Canada said he was going to tune into your show tonight, and it's the first time he's watched your show. He wanted to watch it before, but it was a night when you didn't have a show, but we won't go there. But anyway, it's his first night. His name's Rodney, and he's from Canada, and I hope he's watching tonight, and I hope he enjoys the show.
Great. Patrick's Workshop is out there. Hello, Patrick. How you doing?
And it's stud, not stid.
Hey, I corrected it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you did.
And then next is Russ Meadows.
Hi guys, Russ Meadows from Rusty Nails Woodshop. Y'all can find me on Facebook and Instagram. I do have a YouTube channel, but it's got one video on it, and I now have another camera that I can get out there and make some videos with, by God, if I ever get the gumption to get out there and do it. So, Christmas was good to me. Santa Claus brought me a brand new Yeti microphone and a camera with it.
Awesome.
So
Sweet.
now I'm gonna have to get out there and get to work.
Great. Fantastic.
You'll see.
Are you using the microphone and camera now?
I'm using the microphone, not the camera.
Okay. Cool. You sound really good.
Well, thanks. I figured out how to do it.
Yeah.
But if I get out there and my first one will probably be a shop tour, and you'll look at my shop and you wonder how the heck I even get in that place.
That's my
It's more
shop.
messier than Paul's Messy's Workshop. There you
Cool.
go.
Chris Ahern.
Hey gang, Chris here at the Old Cranky Workshop. We're not in the shop because it's cold out and there's no heat or insulation in the shop. So you find me on YouTube and Facebook. And if I bail out early tonight during the show, sorry, Russ, I didn't get a chance to tell you. The Pats are getting ready to kick off and I kind of want to watch the game. So, hey, listen, it's not college ball, it's real ball. So,
hey, Chris, I heard that Tom Brady may not be back next year.
it starts every year about this time. I'm not worried about it. You know what? 20 years is a good run anyways.
But if he leaves that team, he's the only real player on that team.
No. In Belichick, we trust. So
If he leaves, they'll get all pumped up, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we're not worried about it. This happens every year.
If he leaves,
somewhere in the wings is a replacement.
Jim,
Yes,
that's wrong. They won't get pumped up. They will no longer be deflated.
No, they will be pumped up because he won't be there.
That's all you got, man.
You get my point.
No, I get it.
Yeah, we got it.
I'd have to videotape that to see it.
I'll be back in the shop come spring and with a new table saw, and I got some projects lined up to do. Already planning my palette challenge. So,
Hey, don't even complain about the crap. I get so much crap about Lowe's. You can get some crap about the Pats. Okay.
Hey, I'm taking it. I'm not worried about it.
All right. Well,
Besides, I don't make money on a team. So.
Yep. All right. So Dixon.
Hey, everybody. Dixon Hoffman, and you can find me at Hoffman Signs and Decals and on Facebook. And I have no YouTube channel. I bought a mic and software and a camera, and it's been a year and a half.
That's my boy.
Pretty funny. Al Forte.
Hello, and happy 2020, everyone.
It's
Happy
2020.
New Year, and it's great to be here for the sixth season, the first show. Hopefully, we'll be here for another 6 years, right? Russ looks like what? Anyway, I can be found probably everywhere as Kilroy79763. I'm on Twitch and I'm on YouTube, Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. But if you search for Kilroy79763, I'm all over the place. Just got through with the fort bed, took it apart.
Cool. I want to. Yeah, I got to go look at
I was
that.
going to deliver it tomorrow. And the lady says that her mom had some problems and is back in the hospital, so they had to go back to Louisiana, I think. But so it won't get delivered tomorrow, but it is done.
Cool.
And
How hard was it to take it apart and move it around?
it wasn't, Paul. The front part and the back part. The back part's actually heavier. It's these old, little bones. It's quite a challenge, but it's doable.
You gonna be able to get it in your truck by yourself?
Yes. I got a shopsmith out of the truck, into the truck, and out of the truck by myself. This is nothing compared to the shopsmith.
All right, real quick. Patrick's workshop's out there, and he said, "Happy New Year, Russ." So I just want to say
he just said Happy New Year to you. He didn't say Happy New Year to me. What's up with that, Patrick?
Because you're not special. So a Happy New Year, Patrick. I appreciate you coming out here and watching me. I really do. So for the woodworkers out there, looking
Mr.
back.
Doughboy just got here. Jimbo's here.
Yeah, Jimbo's here.
Gage is still sticking around.
Yeah, Gage is still sticking around. Mr. Doughboy 356.
Doughboy.
Doughboy. I'm sorry, Doughboy.
He does some pretty good stuff.
My glasses are only good for so far.
That's one thing that has not changed for 2020. He'll still butcher up a word or a name, by God. At least
Russ,
he's
I didn't say anything, Russ.
Giving credit where credit's due.
Jeez. So,
thanks for Brenda for taking it.
Anyway, so I think the only person I have left is Jim Basheers.
Jim Basheer's got a small YouTube channel called Driveway Workshop. I do not get around as much as Brenda, however. I don't have stuff all over the internet, but I think I've got an Instagram and Twitter account, I think. I don't know. I'll have to check.
Okay. Gage says, I wished I could join, but I don't know how. Well, Gage, I know you want to join. I'll tell you what. Talk to your mother, or I'll talk to her. We'll both talk to her.
You're going to get a signed release?
Well, no, his computer's not capable of. He can watch, but he couldn't join. But my point is talk to your mother, and I'll talk to your mother. And why don't you just come over next Saturday night or Saturday afternoon, and we'll do the show, and you can spend the night. So.
Woo-woo.
You have to make your YouTube video fit for kids.
Yeah.
So is Gage going to be your guest
time
next Saturday? Is that
what? Yeah, Gage will. I mean, if I'll talk to his mother, I'm sure it's fine. He can come over and come over Saturday afternoon and spend the night, and we'll have the show and everything. So, yeah, he loves watching me. He loves it. Trust me, he would be here every opportunity have to be in the shop and doing videos with me. He loves it. He loves it. He loves it. I mean, so, and I'm very happy about that. So, yeah, Gage, tell your mom.
Very cool.
Yeah, he says, okay, thanks. So tell your mom you're coming over to Papa's house Saturday afternoon, and you'll spend the night, and we'll do the show. and I'll have him sitting with me. So 'cause I know he loves it so much. All right, we got all the introductions done.
How old is he, Russ?
Gage is 9.
9? Okay.
Yeah. Gage is 9. Yep. All right. Y'all two get all hipped up on hot chocolate before the show. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get hipped up on hot chocolate before the show.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
He's 10.
He's 10. Well, I thought he was. Oh, I'm sorry, Gage.
Hey,
I not only butcher names, I butcher ages.
he's a decade old.
That's a big thing when you're in the single digits.
So, all right. So, this guy asked me the other day, he goes, "Hey, Russ, what's your address?" And I went like, I told him what it was. And he goes, "Oh, I want to send you something." And so I went like, "Okay, great." So a few years ago, a lot of the panel members decided to send me a birthday present.
Yes.
All I got was sawdust.
Give me sawdust.
But
Only
you asked
sawdust.
for it. You asked for it, didn't you?
Yeah, well,
Rub it in my
that's
hair.
what you keep telling me. So anyway, so I would just like to say, so he sent me something, and the box came, and I opened it up. And by the way, Dixon, you packaged that sucker to hell and back. I mean, that thing was like wrapped with so much stuff. He even put a plastic shoebox and then packed that around it to keep it all safe and everything. It was like you could have dropped that sucker off the Empire State Building and it wouldn't have hurt.
Sometimes the USP guys do kick it around.
Well,
No.
you're right. I do understand that. Anyway, but he sent me some stuff, and I'd like to show it tonight. And before I show it, I'd just like to say my sincere thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, it is, you get stuff from people. A lot of like Jim Basheer's wife made me that, what do you want, gnome, and sent it to me. And I appreciate that so very much. And so when you get stuff, but this kind of like is off the chain stuff. So the first thing he sent me, and it's going to be really hard for you to see it because this is called Litha Pain.
Yes.
Yeah, it's called Litha Pain.
Yep.
So the
3D
first thing he
printed.
sent, yeah, it's all 3D printed. The first thing is actually a night light. See, you can put it in there. It's a little night, got a little LED bulb down in here that sends, but you see that and you don't really see a whole lot. So let's see if I can make this magic happen. First off, let me turn off the lights above me. And then we're going to hold it up here.
You might want to highlight yourself, Russ.
Oh, yeah, that might be better. Thank you. Share.
No, that's your desktop.
Not a
I
screen
understand
share.
it's my desktop. I'm trying to. Oh,
Not a screen share. A highlight.
Focus.
I keep clicking on it, Russ, but it doesn't work.
Focus.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
Happy New Year, Russ. Give me sawdust.
I hope you can sign read sign language.
Lovely sawdust.
You just did it a few minutes ago, Russ.
I know, I'm trying to find it. So, all right. So here it is. So let's see if I can get it up here right and get the light in by.
Get your fingers off the light.
Well, I have to cover up part of the light in order for it to shine through it. See, if I do it like that, you can't see it.
No, coming from the side. From the
Trying
side.
to
There
come
you
in
go.
from the side.
The
From
back,
the back
side,
angle.
yeah.
I feel like I'm
Back
getting
side.
an eye examination.
There you go. Now move it real close
When
to
you
the
can see this
camera.
light.
Real close to your camera. And then just back the
you
light
can't.
up a little. That's tough.
We had it during rehearsal.
We had it
was
before the
working.
show, I swear.
Put a piece of white paper behind it and then just shine the light on the paper from behind.
You gotta
It
have
worked in the
3 hands.
rehearsal.
Yeah.
You could
How come
have
it
3
isn't working
hands.
now?
It worked for me. You stand it, you put it by the camera, you put the light on, you stand on your left foot, you rub the top of your head, and then it worked.
Gotta hold your mouth just right.
Got to rub your belly and the top of your head.
Okay.
Still can't
I'm
see
rubbing
it.
my belly and
There you
tapping
go.
my
Now
head.
bring it back. Light.
Bring
Yeah,
the
there you
There.
go.
Bring the light
Pull back.
back. You almost,
bring the light
come
back.
forward.
Right there,
Tough.
right there.
That's
Right
about
there.
as good as you're going to see it.
Yeah.
It's coming in better. It's tough.
I see that's you, Russ, but who's that babe next to you?
Yeah. Who's that hot chick?
She is hot, trust me. But it's a Litha Pain.
His
Yeah,
grandson
I'm-
Gage is going, ooh, don't talk like that about
Looks like it's a
Granny."
light.
Yeah, my Gammy.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
talk
that's
about
right.
don't
That's
talk
right.
about my grandmother.
You guys are
There you go.
Oh,
There you go. Look at that. Look at that. It's
Yeah.
coming in clear, clear.
Yes.
Now everybody's going to be printing Litha Paints for next month.
Yeah.
Right?
Isn't
I
that
gotta
cool?
try
though?
that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. I like Litha Pains. They're nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's
All right,
tough.
that's
to
the
get 'em
first one
clear.
he did for me. The second one is he just. You think that one broke the chain, or
Ooh.
yeah? The second
Oh,
one
wait,
just
there's more.
yeah. There's a lot more.
If you
So,
call now,
He made this retro TV,
Console
Ooh.
TV.
retro console TV. I mean, even the back of it reminds me of an old TV set that we
And
used
I
to own.
bet that the Simply Win Creations Let's Talk Shop with Russ show is on it right
Well,
now.
no, I don't think so. But
Oh.
anyway, it's got LED lights, and I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. But I don't think that's going to help so much.
Dixon, will it even knock you on your butt if you touch the third anode or second anode on it?
No, you can't
It
touch it.
won't? Okay. All right. Just checking. You don't want to get your fingers stuck in there and touch something you're not supposed to.
So I'm going to try to hold it in different directions. Yeah, that ain't going to work. I don't think so.
Nope.
Well, let's unplug it. I don't think that's going to help any either. I mean, you can see the Litha Pain.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it. But how you do it is you take the top off, and then you can pull it out. And there's the LED strip lights in the back. And here's the Litha Pain. Well, he sent me two. I just wanted to show off this gorgeous TV first. My wife loves this, by the way. All of it, by the way, Dixon. But look at that. Isn't that cool? It looks like an old, I mean, we used to own one of these.
Yeah. A lot of.
You know,
old
my
TVs.
mother and father were the first people in the neighborhood to have a channel changer.
So you're the
I bet a
oldest.
lot of
in the
people-
Yeah, they would say, "Hey, Russ, go change it to 13.
Right.
Yep.
Hey,
I bet a
Russ,
lot
go
of people-
change it to channel 9.
I was
Hey,
just
Russ,
gonna
go
change
change
our
it to
house.
channel 8." And we only had we had 13, 10, 9, 8. And then when they broke into the UHF, oh my God, we got more channels. Then we got 44, 38, and 32, I believe it was.
Wow.
That's all the channels we had.
A whole under 10
But
channel.
I mean, he went to the extreme. That's the way that old TV, because that tube stuck out the back, so they just incorporated that thing out the back.
Yeah, that's a clip that actually pulls out, and that's what holds the Litha Pain word.
Yeah.
So but I think I glued that one in place.
Tomatoes, potatoes. I just think it's like the neatest thing I ever seen. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Hey, Dixon, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
On when you use those ribbon lights, could you have used just maybe one row and got
Yes, but it doesn't.
a small amount of light? And well, a small amount of light might have made it shine up better because it shines so bright.
No,
No.
it wouldn't have worked because when Russ actually looks at it live, it's so perfect. The image is so
Yeah.
clear and perfect.
Okay.
You just can't see it on a TV screen because
Yeah.
of the lighting shining through, but
Yeah.
you need them 3 strips to
Yeah.
have that image so perfect.
Okay.
Yep, we lost Russ.
Hit the
Oopsie.
wrong button.
Oops.
Well,
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 back
ladies
there,
and
boss.
gentlemen,
There
No, I
it
didn't
is.
hit the wrong button.
I got
Well,
a
So
no,
file
anyway,
here.
so all right. So next thing I'm going to try to attempt is to show you what he had. Now this is what the Litha Pain looks like.
bye,
Yeah, we can
Gage.
see that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks
It's
like.
a negative.
Yeah, it's like a negative photo, so to
It's a
speak.
negative photo.
And when you look at it through the TV with the LED lights behind it, it looks 3-dimensional. I mean, big time 3-dimensional. So what I'm going to attempt now is to show you what the Litha Pains look like.
No,
Can't see it.
I know you can't. Give me a break.
too much light.
Just trying to see it. I can't. You know, we were seeing it better before the show.
I know, but
Can you hold it in just the corner of it with your hand, and so you have.
it's not that. I'm trying to figure out how I was doing it before with.
That's about how you had it from the side there.
I know from the side, but it seems like it's not wanting to.
Oh, we almost had it.
Well, there we go.
There it is.
Dixon,
It's good. It's good.
Oh.
Close enough.
Yeah, if you highlight me, I got a picture of that on my phone. You can actually see it, I think, really good.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so
Yeah, Dixon's got it.
all right. Well, hang on. Just give me a second. I'm bound and determined to get this thing.
Give me a second. Just give me a
It's
second.
like tuning in an antenna. You got to stand on one foot, scratch your
Oh, there it
belly,
is. There it is. Oh, you got it.
and rub your
Oh.
hair.
It's like getting your brother to hold the antennas. No, stay right there.
Yeah.
You have to stay there, or it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's so tough to get the picture in. The picture just doesn't do justice. But I think I got a perfect one, I think, on the phone, and then it shows up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a hard-headed fella.
What'd you say? A hard-headed Santa?
It just, I don't think it's going to work coming through. Like you can get a glimpse every now and then, but you can't hold it still.
Yeah, you can't. It's.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was doing before when I finally. Hold on.
You're probably letting Dixon show it
Yeah.
On his phone.
on his phone.
Go directly behind it with the flashlight, and then bring the picture right up to the camera. Bring the photo up. Now go right behind it with the flashlight, directly behind it.
There you go.
And then back off a
There
little.
you go.
There, it's starting to come through.
Yeah, I think we got it.
Yeah, get a little closer at the flashlight. And it's starting to come through, but it's so tough to get a photo because in real life it actually starts looking
There,
three-dimensional.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
that's
there.
it.
You
Don't
can
move.
start to
Works
see
for me.
faces and everything.
Yeah.
Who is that masked man in the center?
Yeah. Now, if you could highlight my camera, I can.
I will just. Well, I just want to do the other. See if I can do the other one just a little bit.
Yeah.
And this is the
there you go.
second one that he did for me. Make sure I haven't got it upside down.
Patrick says to put your phone behind it with a white
Yeah,
screen.
you can see it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Can see you with the kids.
His eyes look a little funky though, kind of demonic.
They're bloodshot too.
Yeah.
Wonder what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Now,
it's
when he
probably
puts that into TV and he looks at it, it turns black and white, and it just looks.
It's
stunning.
like the most perfect black and white photo that
Yeah, it's
you've
good.
ever seen.
And then
Yeah.
it looks like it's got like 3 dimensions.
Yep.
And I 3D printed that something new, and I'm going to start selling them. But I 3D printed that at 5 months. And that's why the image, your hair is a little less than the thickness of your hair.
Now you say you can print multiple ones of those with
Isn't that so cool? Look, that is the picture of me at my doctor's office party, and with all the little kids that showed up there that night. And that is just so extraordinary. The detail on this thing is as if when I put it in the TV and I actually look at it, it's as if it's a black and white picture in that little television set. It's just the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Let me take it off of. It's not share. It's
Jim Doctoral says it's magic.
Yes.
Does the doctor make you a copay for an appearance?
No, actually, the doctor paid me.
That's what I'm wondering, because he gives you a copay.
No, yeah, he gives me a copay.
Yeah, he's got Santa Claus insurance, and it's 80/20.
Actually, they actually sent me as a bonus $100 Home Depot gift card.
Ah.
And a free proctology exam.
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
Yep.
That's the gift that keeps
Well, I told him I told him I had 7 other people that were a-holes needed to be examined too.
Well, Gage did leave already, so I guess
Yeah,
we're looking into the adult.
All bets are off again.
Patrick suggested I put my phone.
Yes.
Or how do you do widescreen? What do you mean by widescreen?
Just turn the flashlight on.
I'm a little distracted by this game, so I'm gonna jump off.
All right.
All right. I'll talk to you guys next
All
week.
right.
Have a nice
Have a good one.
See you,
All right.
Chris.
Can't stay here. You got to go, Chris.
Yeah.
All right. So what did you mean by widescreen?
Just turn the flashlight on. Turn your phone into a flashlight.
How do you do that? I don't download this programs because I've heard some nasty things about it.
No, is it?
Look at Dixon's.
What kind of phone is it?
I have an iPhone.
Great.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know that iPhone crap.
Yeah, well,
I stopped drinking Kool-Aid.
that's the best damn phone on the planet. So don't
Just
even
take
go
and put
here.
it in front of Russ the way it is. Just
I want to
put it
know
the way it is,
I want to know why Dixon can do it and Russ can't.
because that's a photograph that Dixon's showing.
Oh, okay, all right.
No, here's a litho of the grandkids, and I'll put it up to the camera, and you put the LED light just right.
I think Patrick so far has got it. Look at that.
Dixon can show off the lithos. What's Russ's problem?
We're just on here for heckling.
Oh my God! Russ just sits there, hangs his head, and shakes it. Oh my God, Brenda!
And this time it wasn't.
Now he's with the finger.
I have promised that I would be better this year, and I'll be damned if you're going to break me.
Brenda's gonna push every button now.
We'll get him the first show. Watch.
Brenda hasn't promised that she'd be better.
Oh my God! No, in fact, I think it's the opposite.
So Dixon, when you print these things and slice them, is there something special you have to do to print out a Litha Pain?
Well, he's
Yes.
printing them on a resin printer.
Not
My
the Litha
other
Pains,
the,
right?
the other these here though, you can print these out.
Oh yeah.
You can print these out with your printer. These are my 2 grandkids that
But
we watch.
what do you have to do special so that you can do that?
Print them. You
Go
print 'em
to-
upright.
Go to Rock
Okay,
Look at there.
Russ has it
SD.
now.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that is really good, Russ.
It took me, I've been doing this for a long time, these lithos, but now I think everybody's doing, a lot of people are doing them, but it took me a good full day, one Saturday, to get this all figured out.
Right. The other one I want to show back is
And last weekend I figured out how to take it. I make these moon lamps, and I figured out how to embed the
Yeah,
image on
I
a
can see it.
moon. On a moon lamp, so I can put like a wedding picture embedded in one side and then a phrase on the back side of a moon lamp. Like that.
Yeah.
I got a moon lamp right in the background here.
that's about as good. I am going to take some better quality pictures and video of it. I try to get it better. You want to ho ho ho.
Santa Claus is coming.
That's my chime from my Ring doorbell. Is it jingle bells? Did you hear them? Sleigh bells?
What else?
You have a Ring doorbell, so when people come up, which I know that's my son, I can tell you right now. But it chimes like that to let me know that there was activity in front of the camera. So, but so Dixon, here, let me go and spotlight video. So you want to show that again?
Patrick's Workshop says, "Nice work, Dixon."
There it is.
See, even he's having a hard time.
It's amazing. I had it perfect before, so it's got to be my camera not focusing now.
Yeah, see?
The camera's not focusing.
Bring up excuses. Come on.
First time I did it.
Where's all the bull crap coming from the crowd saying, "Oh, you can't get it right"?
No, it's just his camera.
It's better
now.
than what you had.
It's just, it's just his camera. It's just his camera.
For some reason, it focused before. That's crazy.
Forge Pirate.
Oh,
Patrick said you need to check for Forge Pirates.
Hey,
Forge Pirates.
It's called the Russ Effect.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I had it up there before.
It's
it was
called
perfect.
KMA.
Brenda, he's talking to you.
Called KM.
Not even with Al's lips.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't undo that thought. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's called
Dixon doesn't know what to say now.
I think Russ has lost control.
I've lost what?
First one of the year, and he lost control.
I lost control. I can kick all y'all's asses off and just sit here by myself.
You normally do at the end, Russ. You normally do at the end.
Yeah,
You hit that one button and knocks us all off.
Yep.
I'm looking for my. Oh, there it is up there. I'm looking for my water.
I've been looking for some Korean cutoffs locally from people that do the countertops and stuff, and I hadn't found any because I've been wanting to try some of those, and I didn't know that you could do it out of the plastic. It's pretty cool.
Patrick wants to know what's everyone's plans for 2020. That's actually a good question, Patrick. So let's start off with Brenda.
Well, I plan to keep waking up above ground and hit the Powerball.
That's a good one.
Okay.
There's a joke about that. So the contractor, he's building this house, and the homeowners are there for that day, and they're going through and they're talking about the different colors they're going to put in the bedrooms. So they come into this one bedroom, and the lady said, "Yeah, this is going to be my son's bedroom, and I want the blue." He walks over to the window and he goes, "Green up, green up." So he says, "Okay, I got that blue." So they walk in. "This is going to be my daughter's room, and I want it pink." He walks over to the window and he goes, "Green up, green up." So they walk in. And this goes through several rooms. So finally, the homeowners look at him and say, "Whoa, wait! How come it is that every single time?" This is kind of a racist joke in a way.
Now it tells us.
You can't be.
How come it is that every single time that we tell you a color, you walk over the window and go, "Green up"? And he goes, "Well, I hired a bunch of Polacks to lay the sod down, and I have to keep telling them, green up, green up."
Oh.
I don't get it.
That's just an old joke that I heard. I mean, like 50 years ago, It's like,
Brenda, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What did that joke have to do with the Powerball? I thought we were talking. I thought he's going to have a joke on
because
Powerball.
she said that
completely.
she said something about green.
I said
Green up.
I want to keep waking up above ground
Yep.
Ground,
And
yeah.
hit the top
Okay,
off.
ground. I got you.
Brown, green.
So if you're below ground, what are you looking at?
Yeah.
It's not green.
Okay. All right.
It's the
all
dirt.
right. I'm trying to see the correlation, and I finally see it now.
There's always a guy in the crowd, Patrick says.
Right over the top of my head.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny. Green up, green up. I mean, you could have said any other nationalities. I mean, it didn't have to be.
I'm offended.
Everyone. Yeah, well, I'm sorry to all you.
On what
Polish
grounds?
people. I'm sorry to all you Polish people that I actually offended. I did not mean it in any way, shape, or form. It was just a joke. Promise me.
Yeah, Aussie
Jim
Man says
goes,
no
"Yeah, sure."
dirt naps for 2020.
No dirt naps. Yeah, I don't want a dirt nap. That's for damn sure. So we're rocking on here, 8:47. But anyway, and Dixon, and I know you were actually you're going to get into the position where you're going to sell these things, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So tell us where we can find you, and then I'm going to put that information, if you remind me sometime tomorrow, in the actual notes of this video so that people can find you if they want to order some of these. So, but tell us to now where we can find you if you want to order them.
Okay, you can find me at HoffmanSignsAndDecals.com.
HoffmanSignsAndDecals.com.
How
Yeah,
much are they?
I'm thinking about $60 with
With the
maybe
night
3 photos to slide.
Oh,
in.
you're talking about the television?
Yes. The lithos I've been selling for years now, them are $20 a piece.
Okay. Well, I will probably order a couple extra lithos from you for the TV, and I don't mind paying for them. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'll order probably a couple extra lithos because these things are just, you have to have it and put it in your house and turn it on before you actually realize what you've got. I mean, it is just, it's like staring at a black and white photo in an old TV. And see, I grew up on black and white TV. We didn't have color TV in our home, and that's I think I said this before. We didn't have a remote. We didn't have a remote either. It was Russ, change it to 13. Russ, change it to 12.
That should have been our drinking word.
Yeah.
Change the channel,
Then they
Russ.
came out with the double clicker, the double button clicker.
Yep,
after
the double
that.
button clicker. I remember that. Yeah.
Channel up, channel down.
Ding.
Chris
If y'all
Nealon
have-
wants to know what our projects are going to be for the new year.
I don't have any projects necessarily for the new year, but I am going to, I mean, we just got our kitchen remodeled, so that's underneath the belt. Our kitchen and dining room, I should say. We're pretty well good to go on that. My next major project is going to be my wife and I's master bathroom. I'm going to completely redo that this year, but it's going to take me until probably June or July to recoup from doing the kitchen. I spent like between the floor and everything I did in there about $2,800. So it's going to take me about June or July to recoup that. As far as projects, I don't have any main projects that I really need to or want to do. I'm kind of backing off on that. I'm going to do, my projects are going to be just spur of the moment things that I want to get out there and do, or see something I like and run out there and do it when I have the time. And I will have the time for the next 5 or 6 months because I don't have any money to spend. I spent it all on the kitchen and the dining room, redoing that. So I don't have any money to spend. So I am, and a second thing I am considering bringing back, and not this month in January, I'm too busy, is in February. I'm considering bringing back the Wednesday night scrolling and making with Russ. I think that's going to hit back in February. So that's for me. So anybody else?
Well, I'm going to be working on my craft room. I've got one room upstairs that I've had some crafts going in, but then I've had stuff scattered all over the house. So I'm going to try to get everything organized in one room so that it makes it a little bit easier for me. And I'm going to work on the looms, which was a project I wanted to get done this past year. And with the gout and everything that happened, I didn't get that done. So I want to get that finished. I want to do some more painting, some silk painting, some acrylic pours, maybe do a little bit more quilling with the paperwork. Lots of projects to come up, and I've been working on the Maker's Rock album because that's coming up.
Yeah, when is that?
March.
Okay.
Thank you for mentioning that. I do want to enter that this year myself. So I know I've said that in the past, but I think I'll be able to do it this year because I can't spend any money on anything. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing myself. As far as that goes, I haven't never entered that, but I have an idea in mind that would probably go over very well on that. I have a picture in my head that I think of an album cover that would be pretty cool if I can make it work. As far as stuff going on, yeah, pretty much do whatever the heck I want to do. And I think this would be a real good year to get out there and clean out that shop so I can walk around in it. Mainly if I just took every Harbor Freight battery operated crap that I have in there and can't find the batteries for or chargers for, get rid of them. That would save me a lot of room. And get that all cleaned out and do some work in there so I can move around and make some projects a lot easier. That'd be great.
Trust me, I know where you're coming from. I hang on.
I've got 2 or 3 different power drills that battery operated, 18 volt and stuff, and I don't have a battery for them anymore, and I don't have a charger if I did have a battery. That stuff's gonna have to be thrown. Now I'm debating. My wife told me, if I come out there, I'll organize it for you. And I'm almost to the point of letting her do it, but nah, I just can't quite get over that hump. I just can't do it.
Well, I'm with you. I've got 4 different. They're not chop saws. What do you call them?
Miter saw?
Miter saws. I got 4 power miter saws. 4 up in 4 of them that I just won't let go. They're pieces of crap. And I need to pull them down and just chunk them, throw them away, give them away, whatever, and get them the heck out of my shop. But I've got 4 of them up there, and one's an old Delta that I was able to that was my first big purchase tool when I was doing a lot of trim work and carpenter work back in probably early 1990s. It still works.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it still works, and I just hate to get rid of it. And it's sitting up there, but it's just taking up space. I'm not going to use it. And I just need to pull. I agree with Russ. We've got to come to a point when you just say, "Hey, get rid of it."
The very first tool that I bought, and I bought this thing when I first started into this hobby, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and right before I started getting on the hangout shows, and it was a stupid little Rockwell 3M blade runner, and I bought that thing and I used it. And I played around with it. It was a scroll saw and a jigsaw and all that in one.
I've got one.
Well, I have this thing and it works good. It still works, but I don't use it anymore.
Same here.
When I started getting into the scroll saw and stuff like that, I would take that blade runner. I had it mounted on the wall, and I would use that to cut up the scraps in smaller pieces so I could throw them away. And it's been in the way. I put an ad on Facebook on the locals. Nobody wanted to buy it. Nobody even asked about it. But I know as soon as I put it to the street, it's gone. Somebody's going to grab that book. And I'm at the point now that I can't hardly walk through the floor of my shop without bumping into that and a couple other things I ain't got any room to put.
Those are features. Those are features, Russ. In anybody's shop. Just ask Paul.
I need to get rid of it. And, I had a circle attachment with it and everything.
I got like a super chat. Chris Nealon gave me a super chat, $1.99. Thank you and Chris, I watched the Christmas show the other day, and you gave me, I think it was $10 during the Christmas show, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't think I said anything to you. And I just wanted to say at this time, I'm sorry that I didn't point that out. But I appreciate you so very much, not only for watching the show and you're here every week, but for your contributions. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. And I'm sorry if I didn't. I don't know that I highlighted or said something about the super chat where you gave me the money, and I'm so very. But I'm pretty sure it was $10, and he gave it to me during the Christmas show, and so I'm sorry that I didn't point that out. But thank you so very much. I appreciate it. John Schaffner says, I'm going to finish all the projects I worked on in 2019, that I started in 2018, that I had out in 2017, that I forgot the plans for in 2016.
There you go, John.
Oh, that's a good one. John, we miss you being here on the show. You've got to get yourself better and come back on the show. We miss you. And here's the point. Now, all y'all, including you, John, griped and complained because I couldn't have enough people on here, and now I've got the space and you're not here. So get off your butts and get back in here.
Right now, as far as everything goes, John's the winner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris Nealon just said this is better than watching a movie.
Yeah. But thank you so very much, Chris Nealon. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your donations. And I'm sorry that I overlooked it. I think I did overlook it in the Christmas show. And
I have two goals for 2020. One is to make it to 2021, and the other one is to clean my workshop so it's at least as clean as Al's.
As clean as what? Clean as what?
See,
if you clean your workshop, you're going to have to change the damn name of your channel.
You Twitch from your workshop. Mine is so bad I can't even Twitch from it.
But if it's as clean as mine, he can still keep the name Paul's Messy Workshop.
Exactly. Exactly.
Do you hear what I said? I said, if you clean your workshop, you can't call it Paul's Messy Workshop. It'll be Paul's Clean Workshop.
For 5 minutes.
Right?
I know, trust me.
Paul's formerly Messy Workshop.
There you go.
If he cleans it 3 times, it's still Paul's Messy Workshop.
That's right.
Trust me.
Formerly known as Paul's Messy Workshop.
When we were doing all that, when I was doing all this remodeling, so to speak, okay, first off, in the kitchen, we had this wallpaper that was up, and I don't hang wallpaper. I used to think that wallpaper was the Mac Daddy. That's the biggest mistake I ever made.
It's not?
Oh, it's not. Because we decided we wanted to get rid of the wallpaper. It was pretty wallpaper, don't get me wrong. But we started wanting to get rid of the wallpaper. You've got to remove that stuff. And then I was the bright one that said, hey, I'll put it all up and then hang the cabinets over the top of it. So now you've got to go in with a razor blade knife and cut down beside all the cabinets, every square inch, because that stuff's underneath the cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it took me like 3 days to get all the wallpaper off. Now, once you remove the wallpaper, you've damaged the drywall.
Yep.
And scraping and stuff. So now I have to go in there and fix the drywall before I can. Now I want to come in and spray texture over the drywall. So that means all these cabinets, everything has to be covered up,
taped off. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So fortunately, I have a really wonderful sons. Corey and Cheyenne, his wife, and then Cameron and me, we all got in there and started on a Saturday morning. It took us till 2 o'clock in the afternoon to get everything taped up for me to spray for 30 minutes.
You
I'm
ever try
serious.
using that spray to get your wallpaper to come loose?
Yes, it worked. I mean, the wallpaper getting off was no problem. I mean, I bought that. It's wallpaper remover spray.
Yeah.
And I put it in a pump up sprayer and I have a little thing that you run across the.
Right, it makes the little holes in it.
Yeah, makes the little holes so the stuff. Yeah, the wallpaper coming off is not a problem. It came off easy. I mean, I didn't have any problem getting it off. But like I said, you have to fix the walls. Then you have to tape everything up to spray the texture on. Had I done this in the beginning, all I would be doing is coming back and repainting everything. So we got that done, and then I had some problems in the dining room. We had apparently, which I knew before, we had to have a new roof, but then the hurricane came through. But apparently there was a leak that I didn't know about. So now I got floor repairs. Got the floor repairs done, and just one thing left after. And I was supposed to have it done by Thanksgiving, and unfortunately that didn't happen. We ended up having Thanksgiving at my daughter's Ashley's house. She said she had told us, she goes, if any, bless her heart, she knows me better than I do. She goes, if anything happens, you can't get through, we'll have it at my house. And I'm like, no, I'll be done. Don't worry about it. Guess what? It didn't get done. So anyway,
they have a cure for that wallpaper now, Russ.
What's that?
It's called paneling. You just throw paneling over the wall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I put so many layers of paneling on my walls in the kitchen. Now the paneling, the walls are even with the cupboard doors.
I thought the texturing would take care of the imperfections.
His R value in the kitchen is through the roof.
That's why they make 1/4-inch drywall. You just cover that stuff up. And
Yeah. Well, I mean, but I love the wallpaper. It was really, it was like rock, or I want to put it, it was like rocks with tile grout around them, and it looked good in the kitchen at that time. But once again, wallpaper is great. Even if I wanted to re-wallpaper it, I would have had to remove the old crap and repair the walls. Either way I went, it had to come off and had to be repaired. But when you're trying to remove it, you're going to gouge in places. You just can't help it, And so there's a little indent, so you have to come back and fill it. And then we painted it this time, and I told my wife, yeah, we'll just keep on painting it from now on. I ain't putting no damn wallpaper up. So
it makes a mess. Wallpaper makes a big mess later.
Back in the day, everything was wallpapered. I mean, even business offices were wallpapered. I've done a ton of wallpaper in the late 80s, early 90s. I mean, for offices, like if you did a commercial job, we had wallpaper that was 3 foot wide.
You ever wallpaper a ceiling?
Yes, on about 2 or 3 occasions.
That first time I tried doing that, I was putting wallpaper on the ceiling, and I asked Nancy to help me, and she was helping me, and our daughter was in helping me, and they both said, if you're going to talk like that, we're not helping you anymore.
No, I did it on 2 or 3 occasions.
That was the last time I wallpapered a ceiling.
I had this one job that I did that was a nice master bathroom. I mean, it was pretty good size. And it was this like I want to say tropical pattern with vines and stuff and everything all over. Like, so when you walk in, you think you're in the jungle or, tropical setting. And they wanted the ceiling done with it too. And so that was a pain in the butt to do, trust me. And they paid for it. I told them, I said, you don't understand how hard it is to do a ceiling. And they were like, we don't care. We just want it done. All right. So
it's terrible.
Welcome back, Gage.
That's gonna be
Gage, I'm
nasty. Just doing a ceiling has got to be so nasty.
Awesome
Anything
wood
overhead
things.
is bad to begin
Matt
with.
said, awesome wood things. He said it's best just to replace the drywall rather than remove the wallpaper. I kind of agree with you in some ways, but they had all these cabinets that were everywhere. So, and that wallpaper went everywhere underneath them. So it was like, I just spent 3 days removing wallpaper. Like I said, you had, because when I originally did the remodeled the kitchen and put these cabinets in, and I hung the original wallpaper, I thought I'll just, rather than having to cut the wallpaper around the cabinets, I'll just run it back. I knew where the cabinets were going. I'll just run the wallpaper everywhere and set the cabinets over the top of it. Brilliant idea. Because once I set the cabinets, there was no wallpapering, cutting, or anything to be done. It was all done. Now I have to come back in and redo it. It's like you got to take a razor blade knife and all around every inch of those cabinets has to be cut because the wallpaper is running underneath before you can even remove it. So that was a big pain in the derriere. Trust me. So, and then, like I said, and then my sciatica kicked in. It's, and we've talked about this with Jim with his neck and everything. There's no rhyme or reason. I mean, I can go without doing really heavy lifting or whatever, and then wake up in the morning, I can't hardly get out of bed. It's just like it doesn't matter if I lift heavy crap. It doesn't matter what I do. It's just all of a sudden it's boom, it's there. Hi, how are you? I'm sciatica, and I'm going to bug the hell out of you for the next 2 or 3 weeks. So like right now, I'm fine. I can go lift. I can do whatever I want to. Tomorrow morning, I could wake up and there's no rhyme or reason.
Sciatica goes, well, it's a day that ends in Y. Should I get him today or not?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Exactly.
And it's there for a week.
So during that period of time of remodeling the kitchen or redoing it, and I've got to do this video. I told my wife the other day, I said, I want to clean all the floors really nice, and I have a nice gimbal for my camera, and I want to walk around and do we have a very nice kitchen and very nice dining room. I mean, it looks really nice. And here's the thing of it. I designed, my wife and I have been married for 15 years. Back before I married Nancy, I decided that I was going to totally remodel my kitchen. I tore it slap out, tore everything out. Matter of fact, we were dating at the time, and her sons helped me demolish they thought it was the best thing in the world. They could take these sledgehammers and knock the hell out of stuff in the kitchen. Yeah, I let all the boys get in there, and I gave them a hammer. Here, go for it, tear it up. So I redid the whole kitchen, and I designed my kitchen. And I think I did very well. My wife even told me, you did a very good job in designing this. We have an island stove. We have two ovens. I have a wall oven and I have the oven. So, I mean, it's a very, I think a very nice kitchen. We have cabinets, oak cabinets, and then the floors need to be redone in the dining room of the kitchen, and they were separate color flooring. So this time I went in, it's all the formal dining room and then the breakfast nook in the kitchen all have the same flooring. So it looks very, very well. So I'm going to take some video of it and show everybody what I did. So. And
Aussie said that if you were in Australia, it would have been a lot easier to put that wallpaper on the ceiling.
Yeah, I bet, because it's upside down.
It's upside down.
Wait for it.
Everything's upside down. Yeah.
Wait for it. Good gosh almighty.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a lot of work. And we're going to redo our bathroom, and I'll probably lay the flooring in our bathroom in the master bath, because there's not a lot. By the time you got the sinks and the shower and the tub and everything in there, there's not a lot of flooring. But then the next remodel thing, we're going to redo our master bedroom. And the master bedroom is I'm going to hire somebody to do the flooring. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not doing it. The bathroom I might do myself because it's so small. Our master bedroom is 28 feet by 16 feet.
My house is only 28 feet wide.
Yeah, so our master
Or
bedroom
deep.
is,
It's only 28 feet deep.
yeah, our master bedroom is 28 by 16. So
I
think
just did our bathroom floor, and you find
It's
out
not
real
16,
quick how
it's-
old you're getting.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's 28 by 14. I'm sorry, it's 28 by 14. Yeah, it's 28 by 14. But yeah, so and our bathroom is really big. We've got a shower, a big garden tub, 2 sinks,
Garden
Yeah.
tub.
a garden
you grow,
tub.
You growing corn and stuff in it? Or
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that kind of
hell
garden
yeah,
tub?
hell yeah. You used to see the dirt I get out between my toes in there.
Yay!
My goodness.
Well, you guys get sweet corn first. That's why I'm asking. I just
Yeah.
didn't know how. I got
So
there,
we're going to read. She wants to replace the garden tub with. We're going to put the flooring down. Everything. She wants one of those. What are they called? Tiger bear claws. Tiger.
Oh
tub.
yeah,
Clawfoot tub.
clawfoot.
Clawfoot.
Yeah, she wants to replace with. And she saw. We went into Home and Decor, and she saw that where that tub was, and the nozzle came straight out of the floor up over and turned down into it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about putting in our master bathroom. One of those clawfoot tubs and that for her. I like the shower. So, and I'm putting, no, I won't say this. Anyway, I'm putting, we're going to do a corner shower with the glass that is circled around the outside, right in the corner. That's what we're going to do.
Right.
So,
Looks like your year is pretty booked up.
well, but I can't even do anything for the next 6 months.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to take me that much time to recoup and pay off. And then once again, I just put not only the 20, what did I say, $2,600, whatever I said in the
28.
kitchen. 28, yeah. I just had to turn around and spend almost that amount on my truck.
Hey, Steve
Yeah.
Carmichael's out in the chat.
Oh, Steve Carmichael, good. Happy New Year. He said Happy New Year, and I say Happy New Year back. Yeah, I've been needing tires for a while, and I was having some problems. I noticed a vibration in the front of my truck that was getting really bad. So I took it in, and I told him, I said, I'm pretty sure I need tires, but there's an exceptional vibration in the left front. Lo and behold, the left front shock blew out. So I knew I needed tires, which that ain't bad enough. But now I'm like, you can't replace the left front shock because then you got 3 shocks around it that are pieces of crap. Because if the left front one went off, they're all going out. So, and I knew that. So I had to put 4 new shocks and all new tires on that dually. So we're looking at about $2,600 by the time I got through with that. So, yeah.
Well, there's no woodworking show in Atlanta, so that's going to save you about $1,000. Right there.
Yeah, I already knew that, and that really sucks. That really, I wouldn't have went this year anyway. So I'm glad it's not there because I'd have been crying that I couldn't go. But yeah, so I spent about $5,000 since October, right around October 1st.
Wow.
Between the truck and the house. So yeah, it's going to take me 5 or 6 months to recuperate from that.
That truck looks like it's a dually, is it?
It is.
Yeah,
There's 6 tires on that. That's the reason I said $2,600 for. Yeah, there's 6 tires, not 4, boy. There's 6.
I would just go with the 2 outside ones.
Yeah,
there's 6 tires, and the tires that I bought for are like $189 a piece, and that doesn't include mountain balance. Well, you got to realize those are load range on a dually. It's load range E. They're not like LT tires for like a half ton or 3/4 ton pickup. You can do LTs, which are light truck tires. Those are load range E. Those tires are rated for like 5,000 pounds a piece to carry the weight that I can tow. So, yeah, so they're $189 and $189. Just say $200 to mountain balance them times 6.
Yeah, that's
a lot of
too
money.
much for me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be buying them one at a time. When I get enough, we'll go ahead.
It'd be like painting a bridge when you buy the
But now
last one.
the
it'll be
tires
time
that
to
I
get
put
the
on
next
them
one.
are very good tires. I had over 30,000 miles on them, and they were over 10 years old. So I mean, the tires that I put on, and I went back to the same ones because they did I never had a problem with them. They did such a good job. So I mean, when you sit down and figure, if you go the cheaper route, then in I got actually a little over 10 years or right around 10 years, but let's say that if I went the cheaper route, in 5 years, I'd be replacing them again. So why not go back with something that was too, and I got they're called the Nito Duro something grappler or whatever.
Yeah, the Nitos are good tires. I use.
They are. They're very good.
They're
like
Nito, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
Yes, they're Nito.
They're
They
Nito
are
tires.
Nito. But they, a friend of mine talked me into he had them on his truck and said, actually, he had them on 3 of his business trucks, and said that they're fantastic tires. I would choose them over Goodyear or any other Michelin or anything. And I'm like, all right, I'll try them. And he's right. They were damn good tires. So I went back with them. So.
All
right,
I'm gonna have to cut it off here pretty quick.
Yep, we're just give me about 2 seconds, and I was saying the same thing myself, my friend.
He's wanting some sawdust.
You beat me to the punch. So yeah, we're gonna cut out of here, and we should be back next week. Once again, if you would like to be on the show to highlight your channel and talk about your channel, contact me on Facebook, PM me. I'm on there under Russell E. Clarity or Simply Wooden Creations on Facebook. Email me at russ@simplywoodencreations.com. Or even you can email me at contest@simplywoodencreations.com.
What do they win?
They ain't going to win nothing. They'll win being on the show. So email me, contact me if you'd like to be on the show and talk about your.
Yeah, y'all come on down. We like a little new blood here.
Yeah, I would love to have you.
Russ, does it matter what the subject matter would be?
No.
Like if somebody's into mechanical stuff, that's okay.
I'll do anything at this point.
Okay.
I just want to say, Gage says, "Okay, bye, Pop. I'll see you Saturday. Have a good night." So I guarantee you, he's looking forward to next Saturday. So
the only one that might matter if be Brenda.
If they want to do some mechanical stuff, it doesn't matter.
Or electrical guys, or
I don't care. At this point, I could care less. I need warm bodies.
Woodworkers and makers. It doesn't matter what you're making as long as it's moral, legal, and ethical.
John Schaffner says, "I will plan on being on the the panel next week." Lord,
who's on the planet?
The creek don't rise. All right,
we'll all be on the planet next week, John.
Yeah, I hope we'll all be here. That's it for tonight. Thank you so very much. Don't forget to, before you get out of here, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it so very much. There's only one thing that we have left to do, and I'm going to spotlight myself. Before we get out of here. And the first thing is, if you're too darn busy to get out in your shop and make some sawdust, you're just too darn busy. Just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Good night.
And God bless.
Night, everybody.
And Chris would say something, but he's not here to say it. So
I'll say it for him. You don't have to go home, but you cannot stay here because we're not.
goodbye,
Amen. Amen, brother. Amen.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Everybody.
Good night.
Good night.